What's up? What's up? It's Wh1tcomb. We're here making some more bass house. Let's see. What do I have on my board today? So last time I was doing some EQing on pretty much everything, but I hadn't gotten to the drop yet. So I'm gonna EQ those basses, add some sub. Add some sub to the basses as well, and then maybe add some effects. Then I might add some effects to the whole piece. So without further ado, let's get started on these basses. Let's do a little lead in so I can kind of get the vibe going.
At other times, there are spurts of mental energy as well as physical, and at other times, nothing seems to be happening. Mental, physical. There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical, and at other times, nothing seems to be happening. Mental, physical.
I'm a motherfucking ninja. I'm a motherfucking ninja.
Okay, cool. So most importantly with these basses, so I've ripped them. I ripped them from a pack, which is whatever. It's a big no-no, but they fit really well into the track, and I have to creatively place them, EQ them, limit them, affect them. So they're my basses now because I have tweaked them and made them work with the track. But we have to, because they're from a pack, I need to double check their stereo image to make sure that they don't disappear. Because a lot of times, with dubstep basses, it's just like, oh, let's make them as wide as possible. But then when you check them in mono, there's no bass. So let's toss on. Let's toss something to take a look at that. Okay, so in order to do that, I am going to go to plugins, effects. I just gotta figure out where the heck this MSD. Yeah, there we go. MSED. We'll put this on the master. This allows me to solo mono. Okay, so watch. I can mute the sides. And now I can listen to the basses. Drop some. Cool, so they're all there. So what's this also telling me is that I could add side to some of these. I could definitely add side to some of these. So let's see. In order to add side, I think I'm going to reverb, delay, etc. I'll add some dimension expander right here on this one. That's pretty good. It's already got a lot of side there. How about this one? And that's got a lot of side too. And this has 0 side at all. But I believe this is a patch, so I don't need to do any dimension expander. Actually, yeah, we'll put some on there. Okay, now, yeah, so these have absolutely no side at all. That's strange because I have spread on it. Huh. There we go. Okay, so a little bit of side, and then how about this? It does have side on it. Okay, cool. So let's see how all this sounds now. Take this off. Actually, let's just do this. We'll do a side mute, and then we'll just turn this off. Wait a second, though. Does that first joy have anything muted? It does not. Okay, cool. So first things first, let's add some spread in there. Okay, and that's got way too much dimension expansion. Yeah, that's nice. And then, yeah, and this joy, that's way too much. So let's make this like a 2 spread. It seems like I don't have a choice there. It's either all or none. So let's do a little bit of dimension expansion instead. Okay, and let's see how does that affect it. Mute the side, mute the mids. Okay, so I could bring a little bit of that up now. Let's do this. Okay, but does that sound good? Yeah, that works. Cool. Now, I don't know if you guys are feeling the same, but at least this is like blowing my ears out. Way too loud. I think there's probably some harsh frequencies in it, 'cause something about it is not sounding pleasant to me. Okay, so let's EQ this. Okay, well, first off, there's all this sub on it. That already cleaned it up like a bunch. Okay, now let's do some precise EQing. Oops, wrong one. Let's do some precise EQing on this because something doesn't sound nice. It sounds rough. So that's unneeded noise. So we can get rid of this for sure. And then I think what's hurting my ears is going to be somewhere up in this high frequency. Let's just sweep it. There's something in there that I definitely don't like that. So let's pull that out, because that's hurting my ears. Cool. Okay, so next is the wubs. So now this is missing some information in here. Okay, let's do like a -2 on that. And then I could even pull some of that out.
Motherfucking ninja.
And let's do some multiband on this too. I'm gonna be doing multiband on all these just to control them. The wubs 1, 2, and 3 probably don't need as much since they are from a pack. It's likely they're already compressed, but I might do some light multiband on them anyway, just to make sure they're where they're at, just so I can control them. Okay, cool. So multiband, gonna go to the B. Let's bring this. Oh, wrong. Actually, I want the above. That should be fine. That's a decent ratio. Okay, now below, when we want to make that 0. Oops, not infinite. Like none. Ugh, whatever. I think if I delete, actually. So if I go here and then delete. Yeah, there we go. Cool. I see you have some people in there. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't feel shy to say hi. Let's see. Where's my bar? There we go. So let's loop that. Okay, so above, we'll just crank this up to like, that'll work, somewhere close to 3. Okay, now let's see, what am I missing here? Okay, so it all feels pretty good. Okay, so eventually I'm going to want to get rid of that, but for now, let's pull down on that a little bit. Now let's see. Okay, and let's bring this up to like 200. Yeah, that sounds a lot more crispy, a lot more controlled. So now let's make sure I can get the output where I want it. Okay, so let's just change this mass output. I think like maybe like 5. Yeah, see, so I already have a lot more volume on this sucker without even doing anything to it. I don't even need the limiter anymore. So let's do multi. Oh, I never used it. And there's probably nothing here, but let's see what we got. Let's take a chunk out of that, because those have some frequencies I don't really like. Okay, and then let's crank this up by like 5. Oops. That up by 5. Let's do even more on this one. Okay, cool. Let's move on to the next one. Actually, just to make sure it's at where I like where they're at, let's EQ them really quick. After that, okay, just make sure those frequencies are missing. Yeah, so there'll be a sub that's going to fill in that piece. And then I'm going to be removing the sub eventually here. Okay, move on to up 2. Okay, so let's turn off this. Let's do some... I'm missing some mid bass on this, I think. It's there, but it's not where I want it to be. So let's toss on some EQ. Let's toss on the multi-bands. And actually, let's... nah, that's fine. I'm going to above. Bring this sucker up to like 3, close, something like that. That's fine. Okay, now let's chomp down on it. Once again, hey to everyone that's chilling in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. Let me know if you have any questions, any concerns, or any ideas. Okay, so that's a nice juicy crunch there. We like that. So there's my mid bass. And let's increase that to 200. I think I could probably cut back on these because this feels and sounds really compressed. Now let's do like 26. Okay, see, but how does that fit with the rest of them? Yeah, I think I could chop down on that more, actually. Okay, so let's output that. Let's do like a 4. Need even more on it. Let's go 8. Okay, we can pull back 7. Cool. And oh yeah, let's see where the EQ's putting it at. Never hurts to add some crunchiness in there towards the high. Cool. I don't even need the limiter, so let's get rid of that. And then Wh1tcomb, let's do the multiband on it. Let's get rid of the limiter. Oops. Okay, and then let's add an EQ after that. Oh, after that. There we go. Oh, I like that sound so much. It's so cool. Okay, so let's see what this. Let's go to the above. Let's crank this to like 3-ish. Because I don't want to chomp too hard on it, but I want to do something, a little something to it. Controlling it. Okay. That's a nice sound right there. I like that. Okay, so. Okay, and what are the mids? And then let's go to 200 to grab more than the sub on this. There's a lot on there. Okay, and let's see what that gets me. Okay, so first things first, let's pull back on that a little bit, pull back on this a little bit. And then let's boost that. Okay, I think on this I'm going to do a little bit of limiting. I think it's at -10 now, so let's make it, I don't know, -10's fine. And let's just boost it by like 1. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and I do not have an EQ on this. Yeah, look at all that low. I don't need any of that. Okay, so now we can bring that down by, let's say, 4 maybe. Nah, maybe by like 2. Whoa, we need to compress that. It jumps up from like -10 to -5. Yeah, nah, that doesn't work. Okay, so let's do like a 5 on that. Okay, that's a lot better. Still jumping, but it's not ridiculous. Okay, so this definitely needs some EQing. Some multi-band on here. Here's my multiband. And actually, let's just put it before here. That's so short. Oops. Wrong piece. Okay, so we're gonna raise this to like 500. Okay, so let's do that by like 10. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm having, it's not really pulling out well. I think it's competing with other frequencies, so let's just join this together and let's try raising it up an octave. There we go. And that's fine. Everything else is in the middle, so I want this to kind of be in the center. But I want to be in the center, but then I also want some some ambiance to it. So I'll add that with the dimension expander and just lightly use the dimension expander. I don't want to use too much of it. Yeah, that's nice. But then now there's some harsh sound in here that I'm not necessarily liking. So let's find that. There it is. Cool. Now let's do the other pieces too. Oh yeah, and we could definitely add some stereo image to this. Multi. Shout out to all the people tuning in. Thanks, man. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Wow. See, so I could see already here where some of the issue is. See, so I have all this mid-level frequency now causing substantial amounts of issue, I'm sure. And I forgot to EQ it. So I bet you if I toss an EQ on here, I'll find that I have a lot of sub going here, which is cool, but not here. I want that sub in a separate location. I want it in a sub bus so I can control it, and I want it to be a smooth sine, not a saw. Yeah, so that's a nice sound. So we want that. Definitely can control this. Let's do 200 on that. Yeah, so there's none of that there, which is fine, because I just removed it. Okay, so how's that fit? So you can really tell that now that I have, now that I've compressed these, this really, they sound good together. but this doesn't fit with it. Yeah, so it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. So now we want to control that as well. Okay, got 20 more minutes to go, and then I'm done for the day. Okay, let's crank this up to like 500. Okay, so let's see what we got here.
Mental energy.
Okay, Ninja 1 can use some dimension. And probably some EQ too. Yeah, because there's all this sub I don't need.
Mental energy. Mental energy. There are spurts of
Okay, and this probably would also do really well if it had some dimension expander on it as well. So let's add that.
mental energy. There are spurts of mental energy. There are spurts of mental.
And I wonder if the vocals are EQ'd yet. For some reason, it doesn't seem like it. Oh, they are.
Mental energy.
Okay.
Mental energy.
Let's see what we have.
mental energy. There are spurts of mental energy. There are spurts of mental. There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical. And at other times, nothing seems to be happening. Mental, physical. There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical. And at other times, nothing seems to be happening. Mental, physical.
I'm a motherfucking ninja. I'm a motherfucking ninja.
Okay, so let's see. I got 15 minutes. Oh man, if I could crank out these subs, that would be great. I don't know if I have time though, but I'll see what I could do. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have time. So let's add some background texture in here. I think I did a good job with the EQing in these basses. They sound nice and crunchy. Like they just sound really well controlled. Especially in here, those basses, since they're all samples, they're likely gonna sound good anyway. But then all this stuff in the second piece, that's all operator, and you know I definitely needed to control those, and they sound nice. So yeah, hint: if you use Ableton, multi-band dynamics is your friend. I just used it for compression control, but you could use it for other things and it's amazing, so use it. Okay, so let's do some textures in here. Let's see where I can add them. And okay, there's a weird riser in here. Where is it?
There are spurts of mental.
It's got a lot of low to it. I think it's in the aux percussion, maybe.
There are spurts of mental. 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 There are spurts of mental.
And it almost sounds like it's all the way
There are
to the
spurts
left.
of mental. There are spurts of mental. There are spurts of mental.
Okay, that'll have to do. But I could use a riser in here. Where's my other risers? What did I use?
There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical. And at other times, nothing seems to be happening.
Okay, let's just use massive again. Actually, we'll take this. We'll steal that for here.
There are spurts. There are spurts of mental. mental, mental,
I need a longer sweep. Okay, long sweep. Okay, I have these stored under House Electro. Okay, warning, these might be loud. Yeah, this I could make this work.
mental energy. There are spurts of mental, mental energy. There are spurts of mental, mental energy.
Okay, let's bring this down by like 15.
Mental energy. There are spurts of mental, mental energy. There are spurts of mental, mental energy. There are spurts of mental,
Okay, and we need some reverb on this. And I know just the one. It is in special. Actually, it might be in the hall. I'm looking for something called Long Tail.
there are spurts of mental,
Okay, now we just need to control it.
there are spurts of mental, mental energy. There are spurts of mental, there are spurts of mental energy as well. Mental energy. There are spurts of mental,
That's kind of cool because it sounds like a gong. Which is exactly what I'm going for. Okay, and let's just bring this down by like 3.
mental energy. There are spurts of mental,
Perfect.
there are spurts of mental energy as well
Are there any places I can use that in?
as physical.
I'm a motherfucking ninja.
Okay. So the other thing I was gonna do was the textures. So some sort of wind in here.
Mental,
This is supposed to be like a Ninja Dojo vibe, so you know, kind of like a battle in the middle of a desolate area. So let's do that. Movie atmospheres. That's not the right one, I don't think. Yeah, here we go. I think there's a ghost town one. Yeah, this might be perfect.
there are spurts of mental energy as well as physical. And at other times, nothing seems to be happening.
I'm a motherfucking ninja.
Okay, so let's control this, and I mostly just want the highs because the lows are just gonna cause issues. Yeah, so you see all that low? Definitely don't want that.
There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical. And
So I can actually, I'll pitch this up too. So let's warp it. Let's make sure it's complex, and let's do a whole octave. Maybe like 4.
there are spurts of mental energy as well as physical. And at other times, nothing seems to be happening. Mental.
What? There's another sample in here that does pretty well. Let's gotta find it. I think Cold Wind. Yeah, there we go.
There are physical. There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical.
I'm a motherfucking.
There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical. And at other times, nothing seems to be happening. Mental, physical. There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical. And at other times, nothing seems to be happening. Mental, physical.
I'm a mother.
There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical. And at other times, nothing seems to be happening. Mental. There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical. And at other
Okay, now the other issue is the way I can tell it's kind of all over the place panning wise. So let's pull out that pan, and then after that I'm good. I'm done for the day. Okay, so let's make it a 0 width, so it's dead in the center, and then I'm going to add my own stereo.
There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical. And at other times, nothing seems to be happening. Mental, physical. There are spurts of mental energy as well as...
Okay, so there's my sides. So there's some there. That's good. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a mid-side EQ on that. So let's take this. Let's change the mode to mid-side. So right now I'm on the mid. So let's isolate the mid like this. So that's going to be my mid, and then my side we'll make this my side. And let's boost it. Let's see, 6. We want that to be this, a shelf.
There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical, and at other times, nothing seems to.
And then let's compress it. But in order to compress it, I'm going to have to add a bunch of gain to it.
There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical, and at other times, nothing seems to be happening. Mental, physical. There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical, and mental energy. There are spurts of mental. There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical, and at other times, nothing seems to be happening. Mental, physical. There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical, and at other times, nothing seems to be happening. Mental, physical.
I'm a motherfucking ninja.
There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical, and at other times, nothing seems to be happening. Mental, physical. There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical, and at other times, nothing seems to be happening. Mental. There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical, and at other times, nothing seems to be happening. Mental, physical.
Okay, so I kind of faded it out because if you
Mental energy as well as
because if you listen to here, it feels like it's missing something, which I don't want that. So I want to kind of pull it away from your ear, so by the time you get to the drop, you're like, okay, nothing's missing. There's no frequencies missing. Okay, let's listen to what I got, and then I'm out of here. I'm gonna listen to it on my monitor, so there may be some echo. Probably will be some echo on the mic.
mental energy. There are spurts of mental energy. There are spurts of mental. There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical, and at other times, nothing seems to be happening. Mental, physical. There are spurts of mental energy as well as physical, and at other times, nothing seems to be happening. Mental, physical.
I'm a motherfucking ninja. I'm a motherfucking ninja.
That's all I have for today. So I'll be back on tomorrow morning at or not tomorrow morning. 1 second. There we go. There I am. Okay, that's all I have for today. So I'll be back on Monday morning, 6:30 a.m. all the way to 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hopefully I'll be working on the sub bass then, and also duplicating this track out and getting a cool second drop, and maybe a cool little in between piece as well. So thanks for tuning in, and I will hopefully see you all on Monday. Peace.